Allah, welcome guys. Today we'll work on how to edit a template or a Bootstrap theme for our project. Any kinds of project, we have lots of free Bootstrap themes. So in this lecture, we will use the AdminLTE version 3.2 to use in our upcoming project as we work on our project in PHP class. So for this, firstly, you need to download your template from the official website of AdminLTE, and it will guide you to have the GitHub repository of the AdminLTE. Then you will receive a file like this zip file. You must unzip this, and then the folder, then go to index and open it with your browser. Now you will see that the dashboard is almost ready, have all the components that we need, the widgets, layouts, and the layout options, elements, everything that we need for our project already here, it's ready. So if you want to do it by your own, it will take a lots of time because you need to do it custom developments from zero. Every aspects you need to write it. But in AdminLTE or any other Bootstrap themes, you can edit them and use them freely. So for using this, firstly, you need to move all your files in a folder. So let me open it again. So for using any part of this, the easy trick is to right click on that element and then click on inspect. Right click on that element and then click on inspect. If you click on inspect, you will face this page. So scroll this down and also close this one to see full HTML files. When you hover in one of the elements, you will see full content of that. So after opening this on your browser, you need to set up your project. Firstly, you need to have an installation of any web server package like XAMPP, WAMP, LAMP, or MAMP. Anyone that you have. If you're on Mac, you can use LAMP or Linux and MAMP, and Windows, you can XAMPP either or the WAMP version. So we have an installed XAMPP. We need to set up a full project. Go to your XAMPP installation and then the htdocs folder. Here, right click and create a new folder. Name this folder your project. So I name this as class project. Remember that don't put a space between your project name, even your files. If you need space, you can use underscore or a camel case system. So then when you finished creating the folder, open that folder and create a new file. New folder, name it includes, and inside that name a file as header.php and also a footer.php. If you need to make it separate files for your asides, your navigations, and header footers, you can do that. But in this project, we will make two files only, one for header and another for our footer. So for this, firstly, we need to copy paste our template files in this folder, in our project folder. So head up to your unzip it template and then copy the files. Which files? The plugins. I suggest you copy all of them, but when you don't need one of them, you can exclude that one. Just copy C, Control C it, and come to your main folder of your project, not the includes folder. Just paste them. After finishing this, if you finish the copy pasting this, now open your desired code editor. We will use the Visual Studio Code for this Visual Studio Code. And in this, you need to open up your project. Head up on File and then Open Folder. Click on Open Folder or Control K or Control O. Open your folder. We have named the project as class project. Select that one and select folder. Now your folder is included in this space. Here, you head up to includes folder and then click on new file and name your file as header.php and the next one as footer.php. In header, firstly, you don't need to insert the PHP tag because we need the HTML codes, the links for our style sheets. The header is for style sheet and the footer is for JavaScript files or JS scripts. So in header, include all the files that has the links to CSS files or style sheets or cascading style sheet files and some meta tags or others that we need it in header for. So for header, we need to head up to this page and then make it as the stop base, or in here you can use as a window, not as a docket site. It's our source code, but we have chosen this as an inspect, not as a source code. For source code, you can click and you can use the Control U to see source code. Control U, and you will see the source code here. You can select from here also if you know what you want to copy. But if you don't know, you can just Control Shift I for inspect. It will show you this page. For showing this as this one, you need to click on three dots on the right side and choose the as a window, not as a docket or in the bottom or up and right or left. Choose as a window. Now, where does we need? Firstly, we need to include this page, the HTML part that includes all of them. But for HTML part, we need to choose as edit as attribute. Edit as attribute. We need to take firstly up to head, up to start of the head. Let's open up to start of the head page. So in here, Control C and open your footer header.php, Control V here. Now you have the, let me word wrap this one. You will see we have the same things that we're writing on our project. So then we need the other sections too. Which sections do we need? We need this page, the headers and the sidebar on the left. We need the header and the sidebar on the left. So come in from here, the body and the wrapper, then up to the navbar that we have in here. The navbar that we have in the up side, not the down side, okay? Body from this page. Control C and Control V on your page. Control V it here. Now we have up to the end of this page, up to here. Now we have copied this page, the top navbar or top navigation, then come here and choose another right navbar links. In right part, we have some navbars. Here, we have another navbars. So we copied the left navbar. Yeah. We copied the left navbar. Now we need the right navbar. We need the right navbar. So here is the right navbar buttons. If you want to copy all of them, you can copy all of them from here. The right navbar, which is here, I don't need all of them. Just I need the search button and also the maximize buttons, not others. So I select this one, but I choose the search button, which ends in the first LI here. Let me see. Here is the right one. Head up to your header file and copy this one. I just copied the search button, not others. So the next page. Now come to, there's a message drop down. There's a message drop down. This is the message drop down. I don't need this one. I don't need this one for my project. So the message drop down is not required. This is the message start and come down. This message end, and these are the message. The notification drop down, I don't need this notification also currently, but we may need it in future. Currently we don't need this. And the main sidebar container. We have a main sidebar container. Where is the main sidebar container? Here is the main sidebar container. We need this one. This one starts from this aside and ends up to the bottom of this page, up to the bottom of this one. So we don't need all of them. We just need to have this style only, not this. We will add. So choose the aside from first and come to your aside up end of the aside, okay? Or choose it just only up to dev one. So only this one. Let me copy, and also let's include the footers to test one. For footer, we have a footer section. We have a footer section here. Come to down and see that there's the footer section. Control sidebar, aside control sidebar. There's a control sidebar for this one. Then there's the content wrapper, and footer starts from here. Footer starts from here. Copy it up to end of the HTML file and copy it, paste it on your footer.php. Paste it on your footer.php. So in the main folder, we need the index.php. In the main folder of our project, not inside the includes or other folders. In the main folder of our project, we need an index.php. Index.php. In this index, I need to store the PHP tag. Why PHP tag? Because I need to include some files. Which files I want to include? I want to include the includes folder, inside includes folder, and from here I need to include the header first, header.php, and the bottom side I need to include the from includes folder the footer.php. Part of them the same, I think. And now you can close your PHP file. So let's start our XAMPP installation or XAMPP package. So as we don't have database currently, we just need to start the Apache server. Now heads up to with some minutes to start this Apache. When you start it, head up to your project, and here instead of dashboard, write your project name. Write your project name. Right, our project was class project. Enter this one. So we have AdminLTE included here. We have AdminLTE. Now it's not correctly. Why it's not correctly? Because it's zoomed. Huh? Now see, we have the top navbar and the left navbar together. But this one, the footer is in navbar. Why footer is in navbar? Because we doesn't included the end tag of the body. The end tag of our and footer file, we need to include some end tags. Let me format this one. See it correctly. So, and also turn on the Bootstrap for better screen management. So in footer, we need to include some end tags. We need to include some end tags because we started directly this one. We need to include some end tags. I think 2, 3 is enough. 2 devs to be closed enough, but we will copy them again. No worries, just for testing. A dev container. So now let's head up to this page and let me close this one, and once again do an inspect in main section here. Now I have included the sidebar with the SAM containers on them. Now you need to, if you want to include all of them, you can include all of them, but if you don't know it, you can't. So let me include the full sidebar because I need to have this one tested correctly. And here I need to find the sidebar formatted document and word wrap it. Word wrap is active. So in aside, let me find the aside. There is the aside up to end of aside. So I want to delete this one and close the UL, close any starting tag, and that's the wrapper. I don't want to close that one. That's enough. Now let me check it. Right click and straight. So yeah, now it's fixed. We have the all this page, then we can edit it. You can edit this one furthermore, but the thing was not right. The footer was not right assigned. So now let me test and put something here as an example. So I need to separate them and put here some an each one and put right here hello world, and let's see if it's correctly aligned or not. So we have some errors here. We have some problems here. It's a wrapper. Oh, I see there's a wrapper on the top of them. There is a wrapper. Where is the wrapper? Let me see the wrapper. So the wrapper has problems. Yeah, I need to put a div for wrapper because it has changed it. It's a class that manages servers. So now it's okay. We have the footer at the bottom side, but our hello world doesn't print here. Our hello world doesn't print here. Why it doesn't? Because after sidebar we didn't take any other else. So we need a content wrapper also. You need a content wrapper. You need to come here and copy this page, but if you don't need, it's not required. A content wrappers, we need just this line. You need to include this line and come to your code editor. After this site navbar or a site, after a site, put the content wrapper and you can close it on footer, but not here. And then we have another. After content wrapper, we have content header. A content header is in this section. This one is the content header dashboard and the home and dashboard location. You may include this one for another time, but currently we don't need this one to show where we are. This one is for showing where and which page currently we are. If I click on pages, now it shows that I am in invoice page. If I go back on dashboard, it now shows the I am in dashboard. See, now it shows I am in dashboard. So we don't need that. So we need another one that's content. That's a section, and the section is the content section. Edit as HTML and just copy this to container float and content. So come to header and put this one. And in footer, close them. In footer, close them. Firstly, close the div. We have closed the div. Then we need to close the section. So I think 3D is enough. Let me check it if it's correctly. Yeah, now everything is correct. Now everything works perfectly. Now you can do your development. After this, you can do your page development. You can include this header and footer in your pages and see the content here, but without changing this part. So we need to delete this one. We need to delete this, and we will add this as we need. So for deleting this one, we need to go to header, and then on our site, we have this. From here started from the last UI, LI, last element. From last element started and come up. from last element, start it and delete. So now type a time frame. These are the menus, the navigation items. We need to delete them because we need to add from our own. We need to add them when we need to add pages. We come here. So come here and delete all of them. Let me up to this page and this one. Let me check it. How many of them got deleted? Oh, so we have deleted a lot of them. Yeah. Now we need to delete a bit more. Come here and go ahead. We need to delete all of them except one, and we can write that one as a home or something else. So sliders, buttons, general elements, floats. We need to delete all of them because they are not required. They are not required. So we have reached the end. Now in here we have a dashboard, right? Delete them. Let me delete. Wow, forget. Let me check it again. Now we have only our dashboard and there is a class nav. I think I need to fix that. Oh, it's not changing. There is a class nav. I need to do it li. Li list item. Yeah, now it's fixed. So you can add more of them here. So this was the complete editing a template. Now we have a template completely empty and you can add your pages as you like. Like I want to add a page, like what? I want to add a page, name it the test form. Let me do this one .php. I want to add a test form .php. For this I need to include the headers and footer. Include the header and footer. Includes and the header. Oh, you can use the parentheses or you can exclude the parentheses, no worries. Header.php and then close this one and come down and start another PHP and close your PHP and then include the header foot includes footer.php. So in here you can write your page. I want to write a dev.container float row. So oh sorry, I need to exclude this one from this one and write .row. And inside .row I want to have a column with a medium column with 9 and offset of 2. I think 9 is enough. And here I want to write a form dot get maybe action nothing but dot form group label test, just only one form, will be enough, and another input text dot form control test. Let me check it, and inside the project I need to go to test.form testform.php. When I open this one, it will show me correctly without any points or without any hidden parts. Now you can include all your project the same way and link them in this part and open them as this one works. You can also include any pages from this way. Anything that you need, you can include from this page to your project. So any points in this? Just remember to read this